Yo guys, it is JD Fifi here. Welcome to a new video. I'm with this cunt, Matt Pross, and we're doing our Premier League predictions.
The 2017-2018
Season.
AFL Championship season.
Nah, we're doing the Premier League season.
Then the Premier League.
So we're gonna
Only the Premier League.
on the Premier League and probably maybe the A League, another video later.
Yuck.
Because we're in the Australian Football Daily now. Just kidding. So we're gonna start with this top 20, and then we'll go to my top 20. You go first.
Well, okay. Well, if you look at the bottom three last year, you had Hull City, Middlesbrough, and Sunderland. Okay, Hull City and Middlesbrough were two of the three promoted teams last season before they got dropped again. I reckon they'll be the same this year.
So
Bottom place I've got Brighton, 19th I've got Huddersfield, and 18th I've got Watford. Watford, the Hornets.
The Hornets.
The Hornets.
I've got the same, but I've got it the other way around. I've got Huddersfield, Watford, Brighton. So I say Brighton will have a better season than Huddersfield, but they'll still both drop. The teams, they're staying the same.
Okay. And you also look at 17th last season, like I said Watford to go down, which they came down, which they just survived last year. I reckon Burnley's going to come 17th this season.
Burnley 17th?
Burnley 17th.
Well, I'm going with Newcastle.
Newcastle to come 17th?
Yeah, Newcastle.
Jeez.
Only because they are back in the Premier League. Last season they obviously went down.
They just won the championship.
They just won the Premier League.
Because Brighton blew a 7-point lead with 3 games left.
Boy.
Jesus. Disappointing. I'll take the Central Coast Mariners.
Don't talk about the Central Coast Mariners like that and that.
They're shit.
Remember, you do work at that stadium, so shut up.
Yeah, I do. Sadly.
And I do support that team. So that's
Come round and watch me cook some chips.
cook some chips at Central Coast Stadium.
Central Coast Stadium.
And who else is just missing out on?
Who's also missing out on relegation. Swansea City comes 16th.
And
15th, just nicking safety over Crystal Palace.
I've got in my 16th and 17th, I have Burnley and Swansea. Swansea didn't have a good season last year. They got 15th last year. I think they're going to drop to another spot if Gylfi Sigurdsson leaves. But that's
or they might drop 2.
They might drop 2.
Or even 3.
Or even 3. Anything.
And also this, last season, even though Sunderland came last, they only had a negative 40 goal difference, and Hull City came 18th, they had a negative 43 goal difference. That's a bit disappointing. But in 14th place, I've got Newcastle.
Yeah.
No one else I could think of to come 14th.
14th, I've got Crystal Palace. 13th and 12th for me is same as last year, Stoke and Leicester. Obviously, Leicester last year were the champions.
You mean the season before?
Season before, yeah, last season.
2015-16.
They were the champions. People saying they're going to have another good season, they're going to finish top 10. Obviously, they had Champions League last year, they were the last English Premier League team in there.
It was the quarterfinals against Atletico Madrid, only 2-1 on aggregate.
So it was a tough game for them, especially
if they made the semis, that would have been awesome. Jesus.
So yeah. Your 12th and 13th?
Well, my 12th and 13th, I pretty much got the same as the other way around. I got Leicester and 13th and Stoke 12th.
Okay, interesting. Nice. What about 11th and 10th?
Okay, 11th place.
11th place.
Just missing out top 10. I've got West Brom.
Okay.
Then I've got Southampton to come 10th.
Southampton?
Yeah.
Top 10. For them, that'd be good. But last year they came 8th and Bournemouth came 9th on the last round. Obviously, last year was a depressing season for my club. Wenger stayed, Arsenal came 5th.
He needs to go already, everyone.
He needs to
You
go.
all agree. He needs to go.
We need to bring in...
You need to bring that Juventus coach in. Play 3 at the back already.
Alessandro, yeah.
Or Diego Simeone.
Simeone.
Yeah.
Simeone, yep.
Sorry.
Simeone. In my 10th and 10th... No, is it
9th and 10th.
9th and 10th, I've got... in 10th, I've got West Ham. Only because of the Chicharito and Arnautovic duo. I think it's going to work very well with Ayew on the right. That's pretty good. And then they've got Lanzini in the middle, Koyate and Noble. Oh, beast.
Weston Reid and Obonga at the back.
Yeah, and then
with Joe Hart in goal and Pablo Zabaleta at right back.
I think they're going to have a good season. I think they're going to just nick 10th. But in 9th, I've got same as last year, Bournemouth. They're not going to go as good as they everyone thought they were last year. They thought they were going to win because of Leicester's win last season 4. They think they were going to. They said they were going to make Champions League. but
Close.
ninth. That's good. Now
Only
that you're
5
up
point, only like 5 positions off. Ninth place, my ninth and eighth. Yeah, I've got Bournemouth to come ninth, and I've got West Ham to come eighth.
That's good for them. I
I've
think
got West Ham to come eighth.
it's good for them, you know.
Seventh place for me, just like last year, I've got Everton again.
Yeah,
I've got
I've
Everton.
got Southampton there.
Ooh.
So yeah, in sixth place. Oh no, I haven't said eighth place, have I?
Yes, you have.
I have. Okay,
My sixth place, I've got Tottenham.
sixth place. Yeah.
Yeah, Tottenham. What do you think of Tottenham?
Shit.
What do you think of shit?
Tottenham.
Thank you.
One more time. No.
Yeah. Well, I reckon Tottenham will come sixth, even though they've got a great squad.
They've got good squad depth.
They need
but
they
need
need
to bring in some signings.
Yeah, they need to make some signings. They need to strengthen their back. They've just sold Kyle Walker of Man City for £52 million.
Is he worth that much? Put it in the comments below if he's
Yes,
worth
is he worth £50 million, everyone? Or is he worth lower?
lower.
I reckon
Easily.
he's worth lower.
30.
I reckon around 35 to 40 million is him.
Yeah, but it's still a lot though.
Yeah. I reckon they need to maybe sign another centre back. Just in case if Vertonghen or Alderweireld gets injured. They've got Eric Dyer, but they've been mostly playing him defensive midfield.
So,
You're fifth place.
sixth and fifth. I've got Tottenham in sixth, Everton in fifth. That's a risk, but I'm playing the card down. And then my top four is going to be Liverpool, Chelsea, City, Man City, and Arsenal. First, Arsenal.
Okay then. Well,
Arsenal.
fifth place I've just got like last year. I've got Arsenal. I know it won't happen, but that's why I think. But in fourth place, I've got Manchester City.
It's a risk, you know.
Yeah, it's a risk because
Coming
everyone's
fifth. Yeah, that's
fourth. You mean?
fourth.
Because everyone's saying they're going to win the league, but
Because they've got Mendy, Bernardo Silva, Danilo, and Kyle Walker. They did not need.
and Claudio Bravo. Flop
No, they sold Caballero to Chelsea.
for some reason.
No, for good reason, because Joe Hart is only on loan. They can bring him back whenever they want to.
And also, they need to maybe strengthen up another. They need to buy another striker, I reckon, because they've just sold Kelechi Iheanacho for 25 million to Leicester.
They've got a lot of youth strikers in there.
Yeah,
they've
they've got Gabriel Jesus who can play in the left wing as well.
That'd be good for them.
And they've got Nasri on the left mid.
Oh, he's come back. No, he has not. He's left state. He's at Sevilla.
Oh, he hasn't.
He's got bought, didn't he?
No, he's at Man City.
Oh.
Snake. For Arsenal supporters out there, he's a snake, isn't he?
Slivery.
Just like RVP.
And no, he who shall not be named.
And Chelsea's number 4.
Not so sexy Fabregas.
Yeah, not so sexy Fabregas.
And then you've got obviously another snake. Recent signing to PSG, Neymar. They're saying he's a snake after saying that Zlatan is not a snake after he went to 7 different clubs. And it's Neymar.
Yeah, Zlatan played for Juventus,
No, he
Inter,
didn't.
and AC.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played for Inter, AC, and
He played for
Juventus.
Juventus?
Yeah, he played for Inter as well.
He played for Juventus
He
while they're
played,
into
he played in
Serie A.
Italy. He played for the top 3 teams in Italy, and he never got booed or anything. It's just, you look at Ronaldinho, how many clubs he played for.
Yeah, but he was a great player. He
Yeah,
won
I know.
3 Ballon d'Or, didn't he?
One.
He won.
He won only 1 Ballon d'Or.
Man, okay.
My third place, I've got Chelsea.
That's good.
I've got.
For Arsenal.
I reckon Chelsea come focused. They've got Champions League football this
And
year.
obviously they signed Bakayoko
Yeah, they've signed Bakayoko.
and Morata. They sold
Nemanja Matic to Man United for 30 million.
That's gonna
for
drop.
40 million pounds.
It's going to drop them.
Yeah, they're not gonna come top or second.
They signed Morata. They loaned Zuma out to Stoke.
They signed. They loaned Zuma out.
Yeah.
They've sold John Terry to Aston Villa
Free.
on a free. They signed Aston Villa signed John Terry on a free.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they might need to buy one more centre back, even though they've got Azpilicueta, Gary Cahill, David Luiz, Nathan Ake, who might go on loan again.
No, he'll stay because John Terry's gone.
Yeah, but they're going to. Yeah, oh no, but Chelsea have also signed Rudiger from
Oh,
Roma.
that's right,
Yeah,
yeah.
they've signed Rudiger, so they don't need. They don't think they need a centre back. They need a spare. If Conte's going to keep playing that 3-4-3, they need a replacement for Moses and Alonso.
Yeah.
They've got Charlie Musonda to replace Alonso.
Yeah, but who? No, they got Pedro. I mean, they got William
Yeah, they've
Pedro.
got William Pedro.
So yeah. Is that your team?
I still got top and second.
Oh, top and second, and then we'll see how far you think the Premier League teams in
Well,
the Champions League.
I'm just going to say whoever's going to win because obviously whoever I say second is going to definitely win. My 2017-2018 not Barclays anymore, sorry. Premier League champions, Manchester United.
Kill yourself, mate.
It's just my thing. They've got Lukaku. They've got Pogba now.
Mate, did you see the video of Lukaku and Real Madrid?
Yeah.
He had 8 chances and only scored 1.
Yeah, but that's one game though.
One.
Compared to 38 match days in one season. 380 games the whole season, not for one club. The whole thing.
Oh, what an interesting video, eh?
Yeah.
What an interesting talk about this fucking video. How far do you think the Premier League teams in the Champions League will go?
Premier League teams in the Champions League this season. I'm saying United will get to the quarterfinals.
Chelsea will make it to the semis. They'll beat Man United in the quarters.
No, I'm saying United and Chelsea to come to quarters. Liverpool round of 16, even though for me that's a bit, yeah. Tottenham to come third in their group.
Go back to Europa League.
Go back to Europa League where you belong. Guys, look at last year. They played in Wembley for their Champions League games.
They lost all of them.
Yeah.
Except one.
Yeah, except
Except
one. And they'll be playing there all season in Wembley.
Yeah.
The pitch, because Wembley's the pitch is a little bit longer and a little bit wider.
Pretty depressing.
Yeah.
It's like obviously Bale and Modric left.
I've still got, I've got Liverpool to come around 16.
Arsenal, I think they're going to win Europa League.
Yeah, I've got Arsenal in Europa League. And I've got Manchester City to make the semis again. To make the semis.
Chelsea will go really well.
Yeah, Chelsea will go really well. But I reckon they'll come quarterfinals if they have a massive injury to someone, like David Luiz or Azpilicueta.
I'm saying they'll get an injury to Victor Moses. Or he'll get suspended.
Yeah. Whoever dives. Too much ban.
Yeah.
Alright, well that's all we've got today. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for...
JD FIFA.
Thanks, Matt. See you guys in the next one. Bye!